give a big round of applause for our chief guest. Please settle down. Each teacher has their own unique gifts and talents. We just have to remember that. What have we done that is fantastic today is something that Coach Habib taught me when I was, very new to Bangalore before 4 or 5 years. That is one question that he told me to ask myself every day. That is, what is the most amazing thing that I did today? So in that manner, I am sure that all of you have also changed someone's life. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce my personal coach to all of you. So Dr. Syed Habib is an author, motivational speaker, international leadership coach and entrepreneur. Habib sir is currently the CEO and director of Techni Uni Ventures Private Limited, a technology education and investment company with operations in India, UAE and USA. He is the founder trustee of the United Foundation, a Bangalore-based NGO, and the president of Mercy Mission, a conglomerate of NGOs. Launched a self-help book titled The Warrior Within You that has received accolades and exceptional reviews on Amazon and many other platforms. His second book, Unshakable You, is completed and it is under review. His third book, Your Camel, was published in 2021 and is trending in stores. The next book, The Stripeless Zebra, has also been published and also is trending in stores. So if you want to check out those books, please do. All his books are tied to a social angle where a percentage of profit derived from his books are committed to Ants to Giant. Ants to Giant is a youth and students empowerment initiative in the slums of Bangalore. Dr. Habib has been covered on TV for youth empowerment, on FM radios, on so many channels, etc. We have brought him here so that you can undergo a transformation today. You can, in the time that's provided, I'm very sure that he has great things to talk about. And I'm very sure that this is going to be a life-changing moment for you, as it was for me a long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Syed Habib.
Alhamdulillah. All praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of the universe, and the cause of whatever we are doing today. Even the breath we take right now, ek saans ke bhi mohtaj hai hum. Remember that. So anybody gives any kind of appreciation to anybody, it all belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the first thing I want to start. And sometimes itna uncha introduction kya karta hai, it creates a barrier between the audience and the person. So I want to break that barrier for you. If at all there was something good I was able to do in life, it is because of some, I'm not saying all, it was some beautiful teachers who tolerated the naughtiness, who tolerated the indiscipline, who tolerated the ruckus we created around them and said, no, there is something good inside you. A very happy Teachers' Day to all of you. You do not have a clue of what kind of a profession you are. This is not a profession. This, I believe, teaching is not a, because it's very noble. उसे profession के तौर पे हम लोग नहीं बता सकते. It's an amazing commitment. If you're not committed to teaching, it's not a job. And I have seen that. I had Professor Yates in my school and I was struggling with mathematics. Is my English okay to everybody? Yes. Is okay? Yes? Okay. So, I was struggling with maths. Maths नहीं आ रहा था और मुझे बिल्कुल कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा था. And I'm sitting and he say a plus b the whole square and I don't know what it is. I changed schools. And I was in this school and all the others are answering and I'm like one absolutely odd person out. Age was 88 years. My professor in mathematics was 88 years old. Very thin, lean, right? And if you look at him, कौन बा इन्हें करके बोलते हैं, right? He was so unassuming, absolutely. 88 years and still teaching, and a bachelor. Used to come on a cycle. I said, this is commitment. It is a commitment to life, right? And when he asked the question, I don't know how, these super teachers जो होते हैं, इनके अंदर एक सेंस होता है, आपके अंदर एक सेंस होना चाहिए बच्चों के साथ जो अब जैसे बच्चों को देखते हैं उनके अंदर you should measure where they stand, not from the point of judging. Judge करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You need to measure and understand where the child stands and how much you need to go and grab the child. The child is not going to come to you. Remember this. आज के ज़माने में 40 बच्चे 50 बच्चे होंगे क्लास के अंदर, लेकिन फिर भी you have to be sharp because one grab of you can change a life forever. One grab, one child, you pull up. You don't have to focus on all the children. No, there are many who can take care of themselves. मानते हैं ना? बहुत से बच्चे हैं उनको पढ़ाएंगे नहीं तो भी वो अपने आप से they will make it. But there are some like me sitting in that class. He came next to me and said, A plus B the whole squared. I almost a tear dropped from my eye because I'm like, I don't know. And it is 7th grade. Can somebody increase the volume of this mic? Thoda. Is it audible? No, but I have to put a little extra pressure to speak. If that somebody is there to increase the volume a bit, little more. So anyway, are you all with me? Okay. So this man came, he stood next to me and asked A plus B the whole square. I almost teared. Then he said, the entire class is stopped for now. I hope you can help me out. He is asking the students that he's going to stop the class and start working with me. Unbelievable commitment. He sits right next to me and he says, the class, please continue your problem which I've given you. I'm going to spend little time with this boy. And he sits and explains like a baby. And that's what changed mathematics for me. And after that I took engineering, right? Just imagine one act. Because after that, मुझे क्या हुआ? अरे यार, this man, such a senior professor, he came and sat next to me and tried teaching me maths. How can I be? Let me put a little extra effort. I don't want to be in this state. I was hating maths till then. And I'm sure a lot of your children hate that subject, right? If you make your child love you, they will love the subject you're teaching. Remember this. It's one of the secret sauce. Now I'm going to talk to you about a few things. And I hope I can get my message across to you today. Every single human being is a teacher. आपके क्लास में बच्चे होंगे जो बैठ के दूसरे बच्चों को सिखाते हैं. They are teachers. आपके वालिदैन हैं घर पे अंदर. They are the first teachers of our life. And you people are the second parents. They are the first teachers. You are the second parents at the school. Remember this. And I'm going to prove it to you in some time. There was a child, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of stories because stories बोलते ही इंसान याद रखता है. And these are very favorite stories of mine. And today is a very important day for me to share these stories with you. There was a boy who did not have his right hand. He didn't have his right hand. But he wanted to learn karate. इसके अंदर जुनून था. He wanted to learn karate. He didn't have his right hand. So he went to a sensei, to the karate guy, the master. And he said, I want to learn karate. वो आदमी वो देखा, sensei देखा, and he said, how can I teach? Karate के अंदर you need what? You need your hands, right? थोड़ा volume increase. Just a little more. थोड़ा, yeah. So he was desperate. कभी-कभी लोगों के अंदर जब जुनून होता है अचीव करने का, you don't think about any barrier, right? This kid was exactly like that. He didn't have his right hand, but he wanted to learn karate. He went and said, I want to learn karate, please. He said, नहीं, मेरी batch full हो गई. Because the master did not know how to teach him. एक हाथ नहीं है, मैं कैसे सिखा सकता हूँ karate? How can I? So he said, नहीं है, there's no opening in the class. He sent him back. But that kid was so desperate. He was almost coming to the master almost every 2-3 days. Please teach me, please. This guy, the sensei was, he couldn't take it anymore. What do you do when you can't teach somebody? What do you do? Answer me, please. When you are not able to teach somebody, what do you do? First you will give excuses. Afterwards, what do? You go back and absolutely you go back. And smart teachers, what do? What do? You upgrade yourselves. Even more smarter teachers, what do? You come down to the level of the child. Even more smarter teacher, what do? What's the shortcut?
We get answers from the children.
You get the?
Answers from the children.
Okay, good, smart, very good. Anything else? Who said that? Who? What's your name? Superb answer. Excellent. Give me a big hand. Big hand. ये big hand है आपके स्कूल का. One basic requirement for any learner. I'm a learner. You are a learner, right? You have to be a student all the time. वो teacher का जो एक identity है, बहुत dangerous identity. I know, man. You understand? What is the biggest block to knowledge? मुझे मालूम. ये biggest block है knowledge का. समझ में आ रहा है? हर वक्त जितना जानते हैं, knowledge actually, has to inculcate inside us the aspect which says, मुझे अभी पूरा नहीं मालूम. इतना सीखने के बाद क्या होना मालूम? समझ में आना कि knowledge is so huge. When I've learned so much, there is so much more to learn. So you change your identity to being a student all your life, even if you're a teacher. If you're called a teacher, it doesn't matter. Be a student. So what this sensei did, he went to his master. बहुत से टाइम हम लोग जो है शर्माते हैं जाके पूछने से, दूसरों से पूछना, कैसे पूछना बोल के. We are shy because we are teachers. I'm teaching degree students. How can I go and ask a question to others? And it blocks us. It blocks the progress. And you know what? Whether you like it or not, the entire world has changed because of the COVID. Teachings have changed. Classrooms have changed. Methods have changed. Agar if you don't upgrade and move forward learning, as he said, you're going to be left behind. And you know what? आपके students will be left behind. You cannot afford now to say, I am okay, मैं जितना सीखे उतना ही काफी है, मेरी जिंदगी निकल जाएगी. Then you're not a committed teacher. I'm sorry, I'm being harsh. Today is a celebration day for you, and I'm telling you all this. But this is the truth. है ना? So you need to upgrade. कैसे करना? How many of you have mentors? You're all teachers, right? How many of you have mentors? Mentors means one of the teachers whom you really love and you really like them and you're in touch with them. You have any problem, you call them up and say, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Everybody has a mentor. If you don't have, please select a mentor, teach a mentor today. So sensei goes to the master sensei and he says, Sensei, I have a student whose right hand nahi hai and he wants to learn karate. I don't know what to do. The sensei says, it's very easy, yaar. You have to teach him simple things because he doesn't have one hand. So आधा जो lesson है कम हो जाएगा आपको. Look at how people look at things. When somebody has a disability, they create an ability through that. When somebody has a disadvantage, they create an advantage through that. Are you understanding how the teacher has to look? Every adversity is an opportunity for a teacher. For others, I don't know. Every adversity is an opportunity. Think about what I'm saying. नजरिया बदलने की जरूरत. So what he said, अरे हाथ सिखाना जी तुम ना, दो हाथ सिखाने की जरूरत, एक ही हाथ सिखाने का है तुम ना, और it's so easy. Sensei is shocked. What do you mean? I'm going to teach you something very important. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to take you through a very solid technique. Okay, इसको बाहर निकाल के 15 मिनट अलग से एक पार्ट पढ़ाना पड़ेगा. Okay, no problem. So he learns that, comes back, and this kid comes again. Please, मुझे सिखा दो. He doesn't have his right hand. No right hand. Please सिखाओ. अच्छा, opening है, आ जाओ. He takes him in and he starts training him. Entire batch is being trained, but he pulls him out for 15 minutes separate training. Ye kya yaar? Why are they doing? Why is he doing like this to me? Why is he pulling me out of the crowd and giving me separate? But he didn't want to question. Mushkil se seat mili hai. Why should I question? So this goes on, and at the end of the whole training, the sensei says, you have to enroll yourself into the competition. Boy says, I just came to learn karate, not to compete. What he says? मैं खाली कराटे सीखना है, मैं कंपटीशन होगा, और वैसे भी मेरा राइट हैंड नहीं है, मैं कैसा compete कर सकता हूँ इनके साथ? How? Says, you didn't tell me about this when you joined. When you joined, did you tell me you don't have a right hand? You did. Now why are you telling that? And you know why? I'm not asking you to compete with them. Listen to this, very important. बहुत से वक्त teachers get into a mode where we push the children to compete with others, which is the worst thing a teacher can do. You tell them very clearly, you have to be in the competition. I'll tell you something a little later. Let me not dilute it. Let me continue with this story. So what did he say? You have to enroll into the competition. So he's forced, he's enrolled. And then, as he keeps moving in the competition, he realizes that he's able to defeat the opponent using the same katha, that move, which was taught in that 15 minutes. So 15 minutes में अलग से जो सिखाया गया, उसको इस्तेमाल करके he was able to beat the opponent. And he starts moving up the scale. And he reaches the final and he is surprised. The entire audience is surprised. He reaches the final. Final 6 times champion is standing in front of him, big guy, and this boy is a small fellow. And he says, he looks at the small boy and without one hand he says, boss, why do you want me to fight this yaar? कप दे दो ना, मैं घर को जाता हूँ. इसके साथ कैसे लड़ूं मैं? इसका एक हाथ भी नहीं है. नहीं, rules के मुताबिक you have to fight. कैसे यार? I'll thrash him. I mean, he's a 6 times champion का क्या होता है? क्या होता है? Over confidence होता है. ये बहुत बड़ी बीमारी है. This is another thing I want to warn all the teachers. I had a case which came to me. A girl who was in engineering, her parents were upset. They came and they said, Abhi bhai, dekhiye, she's not talking. She's inside the room locked. She's not able to come out. She's not doing anything. We don't know what to do. I said, what happened? Why? She came second in class. What? Yeah, she stood second. She missed the first place. She's depressed. I said, why? All her life from the LKG till now she was first. Please allow your students to fail her. It's okay if they drop down. No problem. Zindagi to nahi jayegi. This girl destroyed her years of her prime years. She was a mess after that. Let them fall. No, purposely गिराओ उनको. अब तुम्हें स्कूल के अंदर नहीं गिराएंगे तो जिंदगी में गिरेंगे वो लोग. Please, don't be allergic to failures. Allow them to fail. बीच में midterm exam में pull them down. Be strict with them. नहीं pass करके आगे बढ़ा. Please don't do that. Subhan sir, I'm sorry I'm telling this, but this is what creates champions and leaders. उनको purposely आप pull them down. Be strict on their marks. Don't be lenient, please. हमारे एक रंगनाथ कुल के सर थे जोजुस में फिजिक्स. I went 6 on 50 sir. ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಒದಿತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು 6. ನಿನ್ಗೆ ನಾನು 6 ಏನು 26 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. 2 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ 26 on 50 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ? ಬಟ್ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಕಣೋ. You understand what I'm saying? ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗು, ಇದೇ ಬೆಟರ್ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು. This is good. I'll put if you want. I'll put. And he put for many people. If this makes you happy, I'll put it. But you're going to be destroyed in your life because you're going to do all these shortcut methods. And you will not understand the truth. So this boy was beaten by the opponent. दबा के अच्छा मार के गिर के पूरा almost done. He was finished. So overconfidence की भी एक problem होती है. So when somebody is overconfident, they think the game is over. So he said, hey, oh, it's over, man. says, no, last round hai bhai abhi. Last round, how will he stand up? So the boy gets up, and by the 6th rounds, this champion also has lost all his energy. The moment the energy dipped down, this young boy turned around and gave that same katha or that shot which he was learning in that 15 minutes, and the champion went down and he got the trophy. Everybody was shocked. And you must have seen such fights, nahi? Zindagi mein you must have seen such movies में भी देखे रहेंगे, real life में ऐसे होते हैं. So while coming back, the boy asked the sensei, please tell me what happened. मुझे जुर्रत नहीं थी पूछने की, क्योंकि when he used to pull me out of the class, I used to feel bad. What is he doing this? Discriminating me. But that is what was useful for me to win this entire championship. What is the secret? He said, son, when you came to me, I did not know how to teach you. I had to go to my teacher. I had to go and learn from him. And he taught me this, the secret. Now you people have to listen to this very carefully. The secret about this technique, which I taught you in 15 minutes, is that when you deliver your blow to the opponent, when you deliver the blow with your left hand to the opponent, the only way the opponent can save himself is by holding your right hand. That's the only way he can save himself, by holding, getting support from the right. This guy doesn't have the right hand. Are you understanding? It's an amazing learning, eh? How a teacher looks at a disability as an ability, a disadvantage as an advantage. Please, if I'm standing in front of you today, it is only because of the 10% teachers who said, "Kya to kar sakta hi nahi, itna bhi kharab nahi hai." You know? And the other aspect is, okay, I'll give you another story. And do you all have papers with you? A writing paper or your smartphone where you can write down? Somewhere you can have that smartphone you can write down. You have? Good. Very good. He's a good teacher. This boy here. Do you have a smartphone or a paper? Yes? Yes, no?
Yes.
अरे yes भी नहीं बोलते ना, इतनी कंफ्यूजन क्या है? थोड़ा एक्सरसाइज कराना सुबह सुबह लोग. I don't want to push you guys because I usually come in the teachers training program are very different, very aggressive. I don't want to do that with you now. Today it's a good day for you to enjoy. I don't want to put you into a drill. Anyway, I'll tell you, keep your papers ready or your smartphones ready. I'm going to ask you a few things which can actually help you really, inshallah. Manzuba was an African athlete, okay? And he was, please tell me when to stop. No? Tell your people just to indicate, because I don't stop usually. So, Manzuba was an athlete in Africa, in the village. Both passionate athlete. Both bhagna bole to, he loved it, just like run. So, everybody in the village उसे encourage करते थे और इन्हें एकदम सबसे fast runner बन गया. And then they used to have these village games. In the village games, whenever there's a run, no, he is always almost 300, 400 meters ahead of all the others. And he used to enjoy it. The moment he crossed the finish line, the whole village will be clapping, shouting, dancing. And he is chhati upar and he feels like a hero. And when he's coming back, he looks at the most wisest man in the village, Kawame. Kawame, aisa बैठे रहता. He doesn't move. He doesn't smile. He doesn't clap. Nothing. So Manzuba looks at Kwame and he's like, "Hey, Buddha kahin ko nahi clap karta mere vaste. Main itna mehnat se bhag ke I'm coming first. He's not even appreciating me." And he has this big question mark. And every time he finishes the race, he looks at Kwame. And Kwame is like, no expression. Right? This happens. Then this boy becomes a more popular athlete. They have this 20 villages competition. The competition is higher. And he is running. And he is between 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He is going back and forth. It's very tough. But last lap, he puts all his efforts and crosses the finish line. And his village, 20 villages, Miska village, jumps out. They are all over. They are shouting. All that is happening, and this boy looks at his village, he's so happy, then he looks at Kawame. Kawame is like this. No movement. He goes to Kawame. Finally, he's frustrated. He goes to him and says, "What will make you smile, man? Why can't you encourage me? What is wrong?" He said, "There's one more race. If you win that race, I will dance, I will jump, I will do whatever you want. Okay, you tell me what that race, I will run now. He said, okay, 20 villages ki audience are there. So he brings a blind man and an old lady. He brings a blind man and an old lady, puts them in the start. He says, race with them. Manju bhai, is this a joke? मेरे साथ मजाक कर रहे हैं आप? I said, no, I'm not. It's a serious race. Run with this blind man and this old lady. Run with them, no? I said, I can jog, I can just beat them. What are you talking? I said, okay, run. This is the race I want you to win. So the thing goes off. The जो भी ये था, indicator goes off. And he is running and he is jogging and he is going through the whole thing, and he is near the finish line. He is like how he usually celebrates. He is running near the finish line and he is looking up and he goes across the line. Not one soul claps. उसके village के लोग भी थालियां नहीं मारते. He doesn't know. He's confused. He crosses the line. He looks back. That old man, that blind man and that old lady are still at the start line. They are struggling. They don't know what to do. He turns around and he gets an unbelievable feeling inside his heart. Something is missing, man. The whole village is quiet. All the 20 villages are quiet. Nobody is talking. And everybody is watching. And suddenly that sometimes तुम्हें जितना भी लेक्चर मारो समझ में नहीं आता, लेकिन एक एक्सपीरियंस इंसान को बदला सकता है. Make your classes experiential, especially when you want to transform somebody. Lectures, my lecture also may not help a lot of people who are listening here. May be more experiential, then probably you will get a transformation, right? So Manzuba suddenly realizes, man, मैं कैसा भाग के आया? मैं नहीं भागना था. मुझे नहीं भागना था. मेरा रेस अलग था. मेरा डेस्टिनेशन अलग था. I didn't understand. So he comes back, catches hold of both these people, the old man and the blind man and the old woman, and he starts walking with them, and he comes closer to the finish line. The entire 20 villages are standing and screaming. They're shouting on top of their voices and all that, the dance and this and that. The entire place has become like a festival. He crosses the line and he looks to Kawame. Kawame is dancing. He's laughing. He's crying. Manzuba is crying for no reason. He doesn't know why he's crying. He walks up to Kawame. Kya ho gaya? He said, all this while you ran for yourself. Today is the first day you ran for others. आप स्टूडेंट पैदा करें तो ऐसे स्टूडेंट पैदा करें जो दूसरों के लिए दर्द रखे दिल के अंदर. Not become selfish